Okay, so I've been buying all this stuff for our camping and our adventures and stuff. And now I have a ton of equipment that most people don't ever use or are curious about buying. So I figured I would do a video with my latest thing. It's a Coleman camping oven. It's supposed to be used with like a little Coleman stove. They have like a single burner square stove. But Coleman, I never liked because it's hard to check the temperature. If you've ever been a Scoutmaster, you understand you either get raw doughy pancakes or burnt pancakes, because that's what the Scouts use, and it's really hard to actually get the temperature setting on those. And I've seen in a lot of the videos with this Coleman, it's hard to get the temperature just right. So I'm going to be using my Jetboil Genesis with it. So I got it hooked up. This is just a great stove because it allows you to have really good temperature control. I'm just going to turn up kind of high now just to get the temperature going. You see it's got a cool little temperature gauge here. This thing's super easy to set up. Wasn't even worth doing a video. You literally just open the box, open the sides, lock the top, and lock the bottom in place. I do have a welding blanket that I might make kind of a protective covering that goes over this, because I've heard that if it's windy, the wind really affects the performance, and it actually affects how hot it can stay, and the wind kind of blows away all the heat that you need to keep trapped in there, and it makes it hard to regulate it. Another thing I did as far as regulation is I put a stone in there. I went to Lowe's and bought one. Hopefully it's not treated and doesn't give me like some kind of chemical poisoning or something like that. But it's just basically a terracotta stone. And I just put that in there to kind of dissipate the heat, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna be making some crescent rolls in here, and at the same time I'm making some crescent rolls inside the house, and we'll kind of see how the two go. Okay, so here is the experiment. We're just putting some crescent rolls. Those are gonna go outside in the Coleman, and these are going inside in the stove at 375, and we'll see how that'll turn out. So we're at 375. I'm gonna throw these little things in here. Actually, kind of limited. I couldn't actually put a full packet in there. Had to take one out, put it in the oven. The thing that's bad about using this with the Genesis is it's round and this is a square, so it'll be a little more stable to use the actual Coleman stove. Alright, so I'll put that in there, and I'm going to check it in 9 minutes. It did take about 5 minutes to heat up the temperature, so it was faster than our home stove. I would say that could be the max that it gets up to without having like a blanket or something on it. Like I said, I'm going to use a heating blanket or a welding blanket and make it cover for it. We'll see how that goes. I've been in there for 5 minutes and 20 seconds instead of 12 minutes. I think they got a little overdone. You really take into account how tiny this thing is. Oh, some of them look really good. Some of them look like they're going to be kind of crispy. So I got to play around with it to get the timing down. Actually, they look really good. Like I said, it took 5 minutes. Normally in the oven, ours took 12 minutes. Let's compare the two. So those are the oven. These are from the Coleman. All right, here's the test. Let's try the home ones. A little dark. That's because my pan's kind of seasoned. And let's see what these look like. A little bit dark. I probably should have kept a better eye on them and taken about 4 minutes. These can be covered up with butter, no big deal. I think they'll still taste great. But like literally 4 minutes, they would have been done. They're nice and puffy. We do have that stone in there, which I think helped because they're known to burn things. But I think if I play around with it, this is actually be a pretty cool camping tool.